Alright, so when we do our handles, we start out with rough sawn lumber. If we buy it, it's generally an inch thick. Then we slab it up into handle size blocks and then stabilize it. With stabilize it, you have to pull it in the vacuum and suck out all the air and get a resin to impregnate the wood. And we also dye it at that time too. And here I'm sanding off the excess resin and aluminum foil that we wrap it in so it doesn't glue itself to the other piece of wood that's next to it in the oven. And then I'll slab it up into 3/8 thick knife scales out of an inch and a half thick block or thicker, and I'll get as many of those scales out of that block as I can. And then it's over to Cassie at that point. She'll sand the back of it so it's perfectly flat, so it'll mate up with the G10 liner that gets glued onto it. And this is some of the California Buckeye burl that I've dyed and stabilized. And you can see it varies greatly between woods. Now she's going to glue the liners on a slab of burl there. And what she's doing is putting super glue on that block. And she'll put the G10 right to that and put it in the press and squish it until the glue's set, and then she'll take it out and do it all over again. She does that with every handle that goes through the shop. Now here, this is our drill guide. This is how we drill the holes perfectly to line up with the routing fixture. This was kind of a project because holes get drilled wrong and they won't fit on, and wood doesn't do anything but go in the trash. So this whole setup right here ensures that the holes are perfectly lined up where they should be. The handle will go on and there aren't any issues. So she'll drill the first hole in the back for the lanyard tube, and then she'll put a dowel pin in there to keep the wood from moving around when she drills the rest of the holes. And then she'll come over and drill the front two holes for the Corby bolts. Okay, so now at this point, she'll go over and she'll counterbore for the rest of the Corby, because that Corby sits down below the surface of the handle. And this also gives us a little bit of area to put our fixture screws in, so the router can go over and contour the handle and it won't hit the hold down screw. And then after she's done with this, it goes and gets bolted down to the router, and the router does its thing. You can see it profiles and contours the handle. This is a big time saver. Hope you liked the video. We're going to be doing a whole series on how I make these knives, what Cassie does and what I do and how it's done. And if you liked it, click like and subscribe. Thank you much, and have a great day.